FM, your one family, one radio station.
That's right.
Guys, if you've been listening from 4 o'clock, we told you guys that something is happening. Someone is coming. A threat to our fitness life. It's right here in the studio. We told you guys earlier that we will be expecting Aproko Doctor, and he's here in person. Ladies and gentlemen, Aproko Doctor in the building.
Yes.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
So if you do not follow Aproko Doctor, or if you follow him, your life will still be chased down, because every morning if you open your Instagram at 7 o'clock, you'll be here what Nkechi.
What has Nkechi done?
Emeka.
So there's a short version and there's a long version.
Okay.
The short version is Emeka stole Nkechi from me, so just you know.
Oh, so you call them out at every given opportunity?
Right
That's
now,
amazing.
Aproko Doctor is your karma. He's your karma right now. So welcome, and let's just start by saying that you have been doing an amazing job on social media trying to educate people, even though sometimes you do too much. There was a particular post that you did that a lot of people tagged me to. They sent it to my personal, they sent it to my DMs. Some people copied the link, sent it to my WhatsApp. Very annoying. But then yesterday you also did a post that I liked and I sent to a lot of people because it had to do with fitness and lifting weights, which
yes, the lifting weight one,
which I absolutely use that to drag my friends who do not lift. So it was a great thing. So today on the show, we are talking about the growth of fitness culture
in Nigeria. But first of all, I would like to ask, why did you start demystifying health issues?
Oh, so I was opportune to practice in a very rural area in Nigeria. One in the north, one in Imo State, and that's Olu. And when you're talking about healthcare, that's one of the places where you're really shocked at what people do, right? So one of the cases that would never leave my mind was they brought in a child who was paper white, lost a lot of blood, and you go into doctor mode and you're like, what exactly did you do before this person got here? This child had a lot of convulsions, and I was told by the mother that she got some cow dung.
Cow dung?
Yes,
What?
Yes, and put it in the baby's eyes, all in an effort to stop the convulsion. As if that did not stop it, she said she tried and it wasn't working, and she put the child's feet in the fire, and that also wasn't working. And as a last resort, she decided to pee in the child's eyes. Right?
Oh, that one is common.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, but the cow dung
I
one
hear
just
that
really threw me off.
Yeah. So I realized that we had a problem. And the problem was we had a deficiency of health information. As a matter of fact, the only time people start to search for health information is when they're in trouble. So if you go to a person's search bar on Google, for instance, and then you start saying things like, why are there bumps? You know that there is a bump on his private part, right? So people did not have a proactive nature towards health. And I wanted to change that, right? And when I started, it wasn't this way. It was how I sound now. I wanted to sound like a doctor. I wanted to show people that I went to school. So hi guys, welcome to
Yeah.
But nobody was paying attention.
You realize that
I
Nigerians
promise you nobody was paying attention.
Ooh.
And then I learned one of the biggest lessons ever in my career is
like violence.
Sometimes.
And then a cough fire. I've been doing this for 9 years. Next year we'll make it 10 years.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
2015.
Yeah, 2015. So next year we'll make it 10 years of, behavioral change communication.
So when you started doing this, in as much as we're going to get to the topic, when you said, did you now quit practicing medicine fully and go into this?
No. So, where do I start from? You're giving me PTSD.
Whoa.
So, at some point, that Nigerian doctors are very wealthy. In quotes. Yeah. So I needed 3 jobs to survive, right? So I was working in Victoria Island, I was working in Ikpaja, and I was working in Solo, and I was working in Festac.
That's like 3 ends of the earth.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
like
What?
Festac all the way,
Yeah.
Solo,
VI.
and then VI.
So Solo from 8 to 4.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Festac 4 to 8.
Then how did you have time for Victoria Island?
Victoria Island was on the weekends.
What?
Yeah. So I
Okay.
was, so I was basically living off my backpack, and I really also wanted to help Nigerians. So I was creating content at nights when people were sleeping. I was every opportunity I had, I would bring out my phone and then just try to shoot something that would help someone's life.
That's selfless. I
And
mean,
then
for you to
after
actually
a while,
think that.
yeah, I think part of the problem was I came across a book that described me as a selfless person, and then I just,
You went straight
You
into
went
it.
straight into it.
And then you've been pushing the fitness. I wouldn't say the fitness agenda. That would come off as negative. But you've been pushing fitness.
Healthy.
Agenda is not a
healthy
bad
eating.
word.
Well, when people use the word pushing an agenda,
It's like there's
It
something
comes off as-
like
yes.
a 7-point agenda. The
Yeah.
government
yes. And
Yeah.
then it's also, like I said earlier, it's fitting that the video that you posted had to now do with fitness and lifting weights. And I saw the comments. They were not encouraging. You see people say, T-Pain, the one I do at nights, the lifting I do at night. Somebody say, when I walk for 1 hour a day. Somebody said it's too much, But then the fitness culture in Nigeria, I would dare say that it has improved so much. I started working out in 2020, where the gym was not really like packed. But I think after, the
COVID.
pandemic, the gym now, there are some days I enter the gym like, before I touch the weight, somebody has grabbed it. It's packed.
Once you people go home, what are you doing at the gym?
If you get to the gym at 8 a.m., you're like, what is going on?
I don't like going to the gym by Monday. On Monday, it's like everybody
It's
remembers.
because that's, we need to go to the gym.
Everybody remembers.
You've had all the cake.
Oh, I've had all the cake over the weekend.
here to-
I've done so many things, so it's time to do restitution or whatever that's called.
I agree.
And then on Monday, and then by Saturday, tomorrow, I want to go to the gym tomorrow because it's usually
Yeah.
empty. And I'm like, yes, where are you people now?
I'm not gonna lie, I never go to the gym on Saturdays. And when
You
I
see,
go, it's
you're one of
very
those
empty.
people.
No, because I go 4 times a week, 3 to 4 times a week, and I like my weekends. I just
Oh,
want to
that's true.
sleep, But then the fitness culture has improved so far. I just want to ask, do you necessarily know why? Have you done your research about that to see why people are
We
now
can't put a specific reason as to why. However, I'm glad that you mentioned that after COVID,
Yeah.
and COVID was more like an eye opener to so many things. During COVID, people realized that people needed to be fit. During COVID, people realized that there were certain risk factors that you just naturally faced. And in this part of the world, we could say at some point there's infectious diseases, but then there is now an uptake in your cells. They're wreaking havoc on your organs. They're wreaking havoc on your blood. They're just wreaking havoc. But by the time you now find out, there is not so much leeway for your body to heal itself, quote unquote. So by the time people started seeing young people drop off, that is very eye-opening to you, and then probably that helps people embrace that lifestyle. And then again, boredom. It was COVID. People were stuck at home. They couldn't
right.
go anywhere. At some point, let's now go to the conversation of mental health. People were forced to, deal with your inner thoughts. I'm not thinking my inner thoughts right now having this conversation with you. I'm basically thinking about the next thing I'll say and all that.
Yeah.
But when you're not forced to have those
Because you can take it and you're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
She took it and she was sweating.
Aside if we go back, right? A lot of people don't know their family history of mental health issues because these are things that are spoken about. And some of us could actually trigger mental health issues coming up as schizophrenia. You know, some people start to see things that are not there. Some people just develop those mental health conditions because they're already in family history. And then you're introduced to some form of hallucinogenic drug or the other. Right. So that's one. The second thing is that we want to introduce people to a healthier lifestyle. Because when people think, oh, I'm going healthy, they think it's boring.
It's not.
Yes. And so there's been a lot of comments, especially on my comment section when we promote this party. And, oh, by the way, I think this is one show I've promoted. But you know, I will go drink there without realizing that they're healthy alternatives to what you're used to, right? And that's also what we want to show them. Rather than talk, we want to create that enabling environment for them. And, you know, it's called the Aproko Nation Fiesta, 26th of October, 2024. That's my birthday. So if you are coming to the party, just come with your birthday gift. That's what I'm saying. We'll search you at the gate.
They will search you.
We'll search you at the gate. If there's no birthday gifts for the celebrants, please go back to your house. No, that's a joke. You just have to register in order to come. It's free of charge. Come, let's introduce you.
Is the link in your bio, or you want to tell us the website to register?
The link is in my bio,
okay.
But the registration happens on WhatsApp, so it's simple. You don't need to go anywhere. Just click, just ask you some questions, and that's it.
Okay.
You know.
So I mean, it's going to be quite an exciting time.
Oh, it is.
With good food.
Yes, with healthy food.
Healthy food.
Oh, there'll be healthy food.
What did you think?
Lovely.
Healthy food. I mean, I had to do, aside from the shopping experience, aside from the feasts, there's one-on-one consultation. So you're ready to bring doctors to come on and have conversations with people? I'm
so glad you mentioned that. There's something called the safe spaces, right? And it's like, you know, the silent disco headsets. So we imagine the new use for it. Rather than just listen to music, we're creating a two-way communication between a mental health therapist and somebody who wants to talk to a mental health therapist, right? And so there is so much chaos going on around you, but then you can listen and
shut
hear.
out the noise.
Yes, shut out the noise. So it's like a safe spaces within chaos, which is kind of like what a lot of young people have been exposed to. So we're trying to also recreate and play with that, and you know, see if it catches on. You know, if it does.
Oh,
right.
That is
I can't wait for the tug of war.
Lovely.
Oh yeah.
I will not do that.
And I will.
Funny, as much as I love lifting weights, anything that requires, I'm a sore loser. So I will sulk all day, and I don't want to ruin my mood. So I would watch from afar and cheer on the best team.
There'll also be mental health games or games that test your mentality.
Yeah, Jenga. So Jenga, chess,
ice bath challenge.
Just know that you're going to party the way you partied as kids, which is how we used to party. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, like growing up as kids, we would party, go home, sleep off.
It's always like that. It's like they just inserted a drug in you and you just literally
go home and you sleep off and you're exhausted, but you're happy. And then now you go to parties and then you just find people in corners.
With their phones.
And you know, if it's not with your phones, somebody has a pipe somewhere connected to something, you know, blowing.
Indulging.
Yeah. You know, But
okay,
then again,
I thought you were looking at me.
Because of the swamp of registrations we have, I'm going to say it's first come, first serve.
I was one of the first 20. That's for sure.
It's first come, first serve.
I did that the first 1 hour he posted it.
As soon as the gates are open by 12, please come in at some point.
Noon.
Yeah, 12 noon.
Dress in your fitness outfits, right?
Please wear something elastic.
Elastic.
Yeah, something free that you can jump in. It's party wear.
I thought I was going to wear gym clothes.
I wanted to wear gym clothes. So.
See,
gym clothes. Hey,
thank you so much for telling us.
Wear your party clothes.
Okay.
Maybe the rib of somebody's rib is there.
Right.
Girl, we're going to be there. We are going to be there. We have to check.
Yes.
We have to check.
No, I'm not going to be there to tell us gifts. No.
It's not going to have our time. Leave that one.
Won't have time.
But then I like the fact that you clarified that it's not gym wear, because since you said fitness party, the first thing in my head was, let me pick up one very nice gym wear.
It's not. That's
well, but then I want to shake conversation because you have somewhere to be. But then I want to shake one particular table. There's this influx of supplements. Oh my God.
For those that go to
I'm at the gym. You see somebody waka, 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 waka. It's almost like a flex.
Checking it.
I'm looking at it like it's blue, some it's green. Say I spray
Some
workout.
is like cream.
Then you see the one you say creatine. You know, I'm just like, so I don't take them, and I feel like maybe that is why that maybe
You're not getting huge in some places and this.
I am.
Okay.
But but then these supplements, and then a couple of weeks back, somebody was telling me that, oh, you know, for your face to be very clear, you should be taking this. She listed like 6 things I should buy. 6 supplements. I know that once you hit a certain age, you should start
pre-workouts
and the rest
all
of
those
them.
things
The
that
good
people
and the
indulge
bad.
in.
Okay, so I would say, let's not forget what they are called, supplements, right? They supplement something. They're supposed to add on to something. And say it from a healthcare professional.
Right.
Because number one, some of the supplements may interact with each other. Some of the supplements may contain ingredients that may probably interact with something else that you're taking, which is why before you tell me you're taking a supplement, one of the first things I ask you is, what drugs are you taking at the moment?
Okay.
Right? But then you also need to realize that there is a capitalist market behind this.
There's that.
Right? So it's being sold as different things to different people. So even people who do not have needs for these things just go on and take because, you know, it's been touted to have social results and all that. We should push more on telling people the benefits of a good lifestyle and then supplement for specific needs, especially if you're deficient in some. If you can get it from your diet, I would say get it from your diet. It's only when you can't get it from your diet or you can't get enough from your diet, even though you've tried, that I would say supplement something.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah, but then the
that makes sense.
pre-workouts,
I know someone who, so most of those pre-workouts contain a lot of caffeine.
Oh.
Right? That's why, you know, taking and then you're pumped and, you know, you're slapping it.
You're
You know,
doing
you're
the
like,
worst.
you know,
You're
you're
doing the
doing the
most at the
worst.
gym.
You know, but I don't know. Just for me personally,
Moderation.
I know someone who passed out and died from taking pre-workouts because they probably took too much. That's a lot of caffeine, and then you're exercising, your blood pressure is going to increase at the effect of creatinine and affect your, you know, increase your blood pressure more. I think she had a stroke or something, right? That has happened. So, don't just go with the flow. Analyze yourself properly
First.
before you do that. If you do not have the skills in order to do that, get a healthcare professional.
Oh, I like that. I mean, we
That is
ended on that
absolutely-
really
yes.
good note. Get a healthcare professional. Have a
professional.
conversation with someone who is knowledgeable about these things.
Exactly.
And maybe we'll ask you to run some tests
Yeah.
ahead of time to say, okay, you know what? This is what you need. This is what you do not need. Don't interact with this because the reaction.
Yeah.
Just the
Exactly.
explosion.
And I know talking to Nigerians, telling them talk to a healthcare professional, they're already dodging because that's extra bill. It's very important for you to have health insurance. Health insurance. Some of you have many insurances, but you see that health insurance is not there.
When there's blood of Jesus.
When there's one object, what's the point of a health insurance? So I always tell people, get health insurance, personal health insurance. Do it for yourself, you know, so that you can run tests and all of that.
No, my portion.
But that is that from Aproko Doctor. Do not
Yeah.
forget, 26th of October. Please make haste.
At the Miri Okonla Park.
Yes,
But you
Miri
need to
Okonla
register
Park.
first. I mean, go to the
If
link
not,
in
they
his
will
bio.
bounce you.
WhatsApp is there. Just need to ask some questions, and you are on your way to having an amazing time with Dr. Aproko Doctor. I mean, the healthiest party in Africa.
Yeah.
We
the
cannot
healthcare
wait
party.
We
to
can't
be
wait
there.
to have it.
We'll be
can't,
taking
I can't.
pictures, we'll be making content, and you see it. If you like, don't come. I'll go. Thank you so much, Aproko Doctor, for gracing
Thank
our
you.
studios.
Thank you
and
so
we are
much.
looking forward to an